most cars, when they go in the water, they don't go in and then just sink. They actually go in and do what's called turning turtle. They go upside down. I held my breath. The water went up. Now the car was sinking slowly. And I opened my eyes, and they burned, and I couldn't see a thing. The car had been owned by a smoker. And we cleaned out 500 or 600 cigarette butts from this car. I'm not exaggerating at all. When the car filled with water, the water was milky brown, and it burned my eyes. So I had to close my eyes, and I had to kind of assess what was going on. And then I'm sitting there in the car holding my breath, and I'm thinking, okay, right, I've got to find the door. And I reach, and now I can't actually remember whether I'm in the front seat or the back seat. I actually lost my bearings, just as people had told us happens very frequently. I wasn't sure which end was up even. And I felt a window, and I found a door handle, and it just didn't do anything for me. And I realized I didn't even know which side the window the lock was on. I felt for it, I couldn't feel it. Now about 45, 50 seconds had passed. The amount of energy I had expended moving around this car, I didn't have any breath left. So I took a couple of breaths from my shoulder bottle, and that was okay. But now it's time for me to get a permanent source of air, something that will allow me to continue the rest of the experiment. So I reached out towards Don Best, who is upside down in relation to me, and he can't actually get out of his seat. He's, at this point, looking for a knife, which he's got, to cut his seatbelt. But he sees my hand in front of his face, and he puts a regulator in it. And I put that regulator in my mouth. But if you're a scuba diver, you might have surmised that regulator went into my mouth upside down, because Don was upside down. And an upside down regulator will give you air, but it also gives you a lot of water. And I felt a little bit like I wanted some air, so I took a deep breath and took a whole bunch of water. That is a very, very scary thing to happen when you're underwater and you've been holding your breath for a while. The water hit me, my whole body tensed up, and I swear this thought went through my head. Calm people live, tense people die. So I calmed down and thought, what do I need to do? Oh, right, I need to pull the regulator out, turn it over, put it back in, purge it, and then take a nice breath of clean air. Now, under those conditions, the last thing you want to do is pull the regulator back out of your mouth. So I ended up taking a second breath just to see, maybe the second one's cleaner. No, still got water. It's really hard to describe how much you don't want to pull the regulator out of your mouth, but teachers tell you that that happens, and it's totally true. Pulled it out, turned it over, purged it, and at that point I was fine. I was about 4 seconds from the police safety divers. We had one on each side of the car, outside. They were about 4 seconds away from smashing the windows when I opened the door and gave them the okay sign.